What's up, you guys? Today we're going to be installing 24 panels on this brand new roof right here. So let's just jump right into it.
Yeah. They see the shine, but they don't see the climb.
Alright, so what we did here is we marked out about 4 panels so far. We're going to do a 5th one, and then we're going to do 7 or 8 over here on this side over here, and a few on the bottom. I just had to put it back the way I took it down. So that's the way we're doing it like this. Otherwise, I'd put them all down on the bottom and then keep this chimney out of the way. But for now, we're going to go ahead and finish marking this out. And then I'm going to mark out the one over here. And then we're going to mark out that bottom one. And then we'll mark out feet. And then we'll start screwing some feet in.
Every scar got a story. Let's talk about it. Yeah. I was built different. Yeah, you can tell by the grind. Long nights, no sleep.
All right, we're going from that vent 5 panels this way, and then we're gonna drop down and then do 5 panels back this way. All right, we'll start right here with our 18 inches down, and then we'll try to stay between these 2 vents and shoot our 5 this way, and then we'll come right up here and then add our 5 more onto here. I don't like this chimney right here. It's gonna be all in the way. So we're coming right about here. 18 inches is right there. That's our first panel. Now we got to come down to our 66.5, which is right here. And then we're gonna go 39.5.
Future on my mind. They was talking, I was working. Now my time's finally mine.
So 2 more, and then we'll come to the top ones.
From nothing, now I'm something. Watch the stars align. I was built different. Never stayed in my lane.
We're just gonna mark this like this so we can put the next panel right here. So we'll come up 66.5, 66.5, and then we'll do our 5 panels over like we did before.
Turn the pain into fuel. Put the fire in my name. If you doubt me, cool. I'ma still do my
5. And you notice how I just do an upside down L right here? That just means that's the end of it. So this is PE, panel edge. And then this is also panel edge and panel edge. So that's what we're marking out, is where all the panel edges are gonna be. That way we can properly place their feet. All right, so we're gonna come over here onto this flat roof, which we got 6 panels. It looks like it's gonna start about the first one right here. Make sure we got our 66.5 to clear.
Now it's hanging right in the air. Cause the real ones rise when the pressure bring pain. I remember when my bank said insufficient. Dreams heavy in my head, but my pockets was missing. Everybody had advice, but nobody listened. So I listened to the silence, made a vision efficient.
The downside to flat roofs like this, where the shingles aren't there, is no matter what you do, that rail is going to be wobbly. It's never going to be 100% straight. Alrighty, look at this. We got all the feet laid out. Sorry I didn't record it. This part was just a little tedious and took some time. But they're all about 6 feet apart, 1 foot from the edge, and they just look wonderful. So next I'm gonna pull this little piece of paper out right here. And I only have one hand, so just bear with me. So I'm gonna pull this paper off like this, and that uncovers a sticky thing that goes into the hole and seals it. And then after I drill all the holes, I'm gonna put some silicone around the tops of them, just for an additional. I don't ever think that'll leak. I've never seen one leak, but I want to be extra safe. All right, let's get these screwed down so I can go ahead and get some panels up here.
Had to learn how to hustle, had to learn how to wait, had to cut off the noise, had to sharpen my faith. Every loss was a lesson, every win was debate. Now I move with precision, I don't gamble with fate. They was partying nights, I was studying plans, trying to build me a future with these callous hands. I ain't asked for no favors, I just followed the map. Turn the pressure to diamonds, put my life in these raps. Had to fail just to see what I'm worth, had to bleed just to feel my rebirth. Every scar on my soul is a verse, every tear that I cry made me thirst. Now I walk with a purpose, never lost in the crowd. I was quiet back then.
All right, there you go. We got this side done. That's the biggest side there is. So now we're gonna go over here and get these two smaller sides done. Alrighty, let's get started.
And now my voice get loud. If you talk about me, better talk about proud. Cause I came from the dirt, and I'm standing on clouds. I was built different. I was built different. Yeah. I was built different. Yeah, you could tell by the grind. Long nights, no sleep, got the future on my mind. They was talking, I was working, now my time's finally mine. Came from nothing, now I'm something, watch the stars align. I was built different, never stayed in my lane. Turn the pain into fuel, put the fire in my name. If you doubt me, cool, I'm
All right, we're done with this side. That took me about 10 minutes to do about 10 feet. Now we're gonna move down here and do 8, I think. After we get done with those 8, we'll get the silicone gun and go around and put a little bead of silicone around all the heads of the screws. Shouldn't take too long for that. I think it'll take me about 10 minutes as well on these bottom 8 screws. I'm a little out of breath, but we're gonna push through this and get it done. So let's go ahead and hop down there. So this one's gonna take a little more time than those other ones because I forgot I have to measure each edge to each foot, to each foot, to each foot. And it's just gonna take a little bit of time. So what I'm gonna do is set this foot here, then I'm gonna go set that foot over there, and then I'm gonna get a measurement from this foot to that foot, and then I'm gonna divide it by 3 because there's 3 sections, and then that foot to that foot will be that number, and then this foot to that foot will be that number, and that foot to that foot will be that number. And then it's a little bit easier. So let's get started. So what I mean, 12 inches is here, and then 12 inches is here. So then we're gonna go ahead and remove this, set this down, and that foot's home. All right, so now we're on this side. We're gonna go 12 inches down and 12 inches over, and that's where this home's house will be for the rest of its life. Oh man, this paper doesn't want to come off too easy. So 12, we're good. Now we're gonna send the tape all the way down.
Still do my thing, cause the real ones rise when the pressure bring pain, yeah. I had friends turn fake.
All right, so down here, we're just making sure it's on the center of this foot right here. So we'll bring it back just to here. All right, center of foot.
That love turned cold, had my back to the wall, had my heart get old, but I never folded once, I just stayed on go. When the world tried to break me, I told it no. Every setback felt
that alone took me 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these screws put in.
like a brick on my chest, but I use that weight just to build me a vest. Bulletproof mindset, yeah, I'm ready for stress. The goal looks scary, then I'm giving it my best. I was tired, I was drained, so I never quit. Had a grind in the dark, now we saw the script. Now they watch from the sidelines, talking all that slick. But I already won, I don't argue with bricks. I learned silence is louder than flex. I learned patience bring power and not stress. I learned peace is the realest success.
Alrighty, so we got all the feet in. Now we're just gonna grab the silicone, go ahead and get the silicone going. And then rails, the pipe, and panels. I think we'll be out of here by 1 o'clock, maybe 2.
And loyalties were more than checks, and I move with a vision so clear. No fear in my heart, no tears. If I fail, I rise every year. I'm a warrior built by the years. I've been broken, yeah, I've been lost.
Alrighty, we got these few silicone over here. We got about 20 more to silicone on this side, and then we're ready to start throwing some rails. All these right here need silicone. And then we're gonna bring some pipe to connect these really cool looking panels right here. Connect it on this box right here, and then we're gonna run some pipe across all the way back to the inverter that's not on the wall. I'm not doing any of the inverter and stuff. I'm just putting glass on the roof. And then they're doing everything else. So this is gonna be fun.
But I found my way through the pain in the car. Every dream that I chased, every bridge that I crossed made me stronger than ever. No matter the law. Yeah, I was built different. Yeah. I was built different. Yeah. I was built different. Yeah, I know what it took. Every chapter of my life, every page, every book. They see the smile now, but they ain't never look at the nights I was praying, feeling misunderstood. I was built different, still standing tall.
So everything's all siliconed up. I'm gonna go start getting these rails staged up against the house right here so we can start pulling them up and setting them where they need to go. I got some help on the way, so hopefully we'll get this done pretty quick. Alright, so all the rails are in place. These ones are already screwed in. Most of those ones are screwed in except for that bottom one. And then we got to get some wiring done, which most of it you can see is already done. We're doing solar edge optimizers. I think these are P400s.
Even when the whole world wanted me to fall, I ain't perfect, but I gave it my all. Now my name ring bells when they hear my call. I don't chase fame, I chase legacy. Trying to build something big in me, so when my time's gone, they remember me as the one who turned pain into energy. I do this for the nights I was lonely, for the times I had nobody, for the kid in the mirror who showed me how to stand when the world tried to hold me. Every scar got a story to tell, every loss was a personal hell, but I climbed out the fire myself. Now I shine like I'm fresh out of cell. I ain't rich, but I'm wealthy in soul. Got peace in my heart and a vision and gold. If I fall, I get back on the road. I was built for the stone, not the mold. They can doubt me, laugh or hate, I'm still walking my chosen fate. If you riding, then elevate. If you toxic, I separate. I was built different, yeah. Yeah, you could tell by the grind. Long nights, no sleep, got the future on my mind. They was talking, I was working, now my time's finally mine. Came from nothing, now I'm something, watch the stars align. I was built different, never stayed in my lane. Turn the pain into fuel, put the fire in my name. If you doubt me, cool, I'ma still do my...
Alright guys, we're back. We got all the rails, we got all the pipe, we got everything done. Now we're about to start throwing glass. I got one of these secured in place and the other one's just kind of hanging out right there, so let's get to it.
Cause the real ones rise when the pressure bring pain. This ain't just music, this is my story, and I'm still writing it.
Real quick, we're using these Cameo Iron Ridge, I believe makes them, but Cameos, they slide out on the rail and then go under the panel and clip down, and right here they hold the panel, so they basically pinch it to the rail. We're using these Iron Ridge UFOs to hold the middle section down, mids and ends. That's what we're going with. So let's get these panels finished.
Yeah. Okay, not today. Yeah,
I said I wake up early, set alarms like I'm a pro. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7's like nah bro. Snooze it 9 damn times, now my phone on fire. Red dots, missed calls, mom texts, you a liar. Dirty laundry mountain, blocking out the sun. Group chat on my screen, yo you coming or what? Staring at the ceiling, dream still in my hair. Hold a do list, screaming I just roll and glare. Not today, I ain't doing all day. Not today. No way, walking wait outside, I'm okay. Blanket like a fortress, I'm gonna stay. Ha. Not today. You can keep your grind, your cliche. Hit me up tomorrow, I might sway. But all that hustle talk, not today.
yeah.
Coffee gone cold, they didn't even take a sip. Laptop wide open, I just scroll and dip. Half done dishes, staring from the sink. I just chuck a sponge, then pretend I didn't blink. Plans on the fridge, bold black ink. Gym at 6:30, yeah that ship did sink. I put on a show for the...
Alright guys, that wraps it up. We got 5 panels here. We got 11 over there. We're still missing one right here, but I'll get that one off camera just so I can get that finished up. So we got a total of 6 right here. We got all the pipe ran. We got all the panels hooked up. We got the wires ran down to where the inverter is gonna go. And that's where I stop. So my buddy's gonna come in here and he's gonna hook in the inverter and get everything else done, and I'll get out of here. Until next time, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, hitting the little belly. All right, ready?